I call this meeting to order. It's 2:32. I want to welcome the people who are here. I think, okay, here they go.
Hello,
I'm Ron Stevens.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hello, sir.
Okay, while we're still standing, I would like for us to do the Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Martin, would you lead us, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion before you, discussion, item number 4.1 has been dispensed with. We are going to have a hearing on item number 4.2. I will turn the meeting over to the superintendent to give us direction to go from here.
We will be holding the student hearing in our library section where we can have some closed doors and privacy down the hallway. At this time, we're going to stand up and go down there. There'll be some direction for the hearing once we get down there, okay?
Board, we'll begin with Mr. Dilly.
I'm David Dilley. I am the designated hearing officer for the Buckley County Board of Education.
Mr. Stevens.
I'm Ron Stevens, superintendent for Berkeley County Schools.
I'm Melissa Power. I'm a board member for Berkeley County Schools. Jackie Long. I'm a board member for Berkeley County Schools.
Pat Murphy, board member.
Michael Myers, board member.
Okay, the four members are seated right here. I think I'm supposed to ask the individuals, do you want this hearing open or closed?
An open hearing would allow people from the outside to come in. This is an advertised board meeting, so it is possible that media could show up or anybody, because it is open to the public. A closed hearing would allow you to have privacy where nobody would be allowed to be in the room while this is taking place.
And we will be referring to the student minor as case number 22-23-S003. So at any point, we keep the child's name in confidence. But the parents, it's your choice whether you want the meeting open or closed.
It can be open.
Well, and I was gonna say, to clarify, by closed, your family's still permitted to stay here, even if it's closed.
Yeah, it can be open. I'm fine with that.
Okay. No need to go in executive session then? Okay, I'll turn it over to Mr. Stevens, who will then tell us next step.
Okay, during today's hearing, will be presided over by Mr. Dilly as our hearing officer, so he will be providing direction for the hearing. Your questions should be directed towards him. While we are, once we start going back and forth with questions and presentation, the board members will have an opportunity, the four board members that are with me will have an opportunity to ask questions. And we can move forward from there. Okay? Mr. Dilly?
All right. The board is now convened to conduct the hearing on recommendation of expulsion. My name is David Dilley. I'm the designated hearing officer for Berkeley County Board of Education. At this time, we have already introduced ourselves. This is going to be an open session. Procedurally, the administration shall be first afforded an opportunity to present witnesses and evidence, and then all testimony shall be taken under oath, recorded by mechanical means, However, the strict rules of evidence shall not apply. The student will be afforded an opportunity to cross-examine any witnesses or called by the administration. At the conclusion of the administrative case, the student will be afforded with an opportunity to present witnesses, evidence on behalf of the student. Mrs. Cook will be provided an opportunity to cross-examine any witness called to testify on behalf of the student. At the conclusion of the hearing, the board will invite all parties to excuse themselves so the board can conduct its deliberations. At the conclusion of the board's deliberations, the board will convene for the purpose of considering any motions relative to the superintendent's recommendations. As proceeding officer, I will rule on all motions and objections. However, the board members may demand that any rulings be put to a vote on any matters. Are there any questions?
No.
Thank you for that. At this time, I think either we need to vacate or you need to vacate to make your decisions.
We need a motion to go into executive session.
Yes.
Second.
Okay, the motion's been made that the board retire into executive session. The law requires the superintendent to be in session with the board, but everyone else will be recused. Any further discussion on the motion? Motion's been made by Ms. Long, seconded by Ms. Power. All those in favor of going into executive session under 6(9)(a)(4) for purpose of a personnel matter, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Ayes have it. Declare the motion adopted. Everyone is recused over to the other room. Of executive session at 5:15. Court has reached a decision. I will be asking the superintendent for his, confirm his recommendation. The board has ruled in the case of 22-23-student number 003 that a level 4 offense has occurred, and according to statute and policy, the student will be expelled for the full 12 months and offered to attend a structured transitional school during that period. Do I have a motion? That's the superintendent's recommendation as well.
Yes, my recommendation is for a student to be able to have educational services during the time of expulsion via our transitional school program.
Okay, and that will be for 12 months. Do I have a
And
motion?
Mr. Marquette is actually here to introduce himself and then when the meeting is over.
Okay. Do I have a motion?
So move.
Motion by Ms. Powers, second by Ms. Long. Discussion on the motion.
I just want to say I know that this must be incredibly hard for you as a mom, watching your daughter go through this. But I just want to let you know that our program for the transitional school does do an amazing job in helping students. I want you to know that you are worth, I can't say their name, okay. Ma'am, you are worth it for us to go through the links in order to get you to a place where you can improve and you can find a place that you are not just comfortable with yourself, but no matter what anybody says to you or about you, it doesn't matter because you know what the truth is. And I hope that at the end of this whole thing, you guys have an amazing success story and that there is the ability to potentially go back to Spring Mills. I want that for you, and I hope that for you.
I just want to say that, you've had an opportunity at Spring Mills. You make good grades. And as Ms. Power said, our transitional school is exceptional. I think that's a place for you right now until you maybe can get, I'd like to see her get some counseling.
Mm-hmm.
I think she needs that. I think she sometimes feels unworthy, and I think you've done a good job at raising her, but, you know, sometimes our actions have consequences, and this is one of them, so I would like to see her come back to Spring Mills and be an exceptional student.
The statement was made that we make mistakes. When we make mistakes, we make apologies. I haven't heard one yet from the student. I hope out of this process, we want our teachers, our administrators, all of our support people to intervene in people's lives. But the intervention we witnessed on this video was above and beyond what this board expects its employees to do. And I hope that in the 12 months, that at the end of the 12 months, the student in question will be able to return to school, enjoy the benefits of school, socialization and everything else. But this board means that punishment, when deserved, is merited. And we're not going to put up with any nonsense, any abuse of their classmates or other students. I commend the student for trying to reach out early on. As Mr. Wilson indicated, there was an attempt, but there's a process there that had to be followed and given time to be worked out, that all parties be afforded an opportunity for equal protection. What we saw on the tape is not what we expect to see our students doing or our staff having to interject themselves into doing. So without any reservation, this board is ready to vote upon the motion. Are there further comments? All those in favor of the motion on student matter 22-23-S003 signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Ayes appear to have it, ayes do have it, declare the motion adopted, and these matters are concluded. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So
Okay, motion made by Ms. Long, seconded by Mr. Martin. Any discussion on the motion? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion passes. Declare this hearing adjourned.